Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play The Darkest Dungeon. So at the end of the last episode, I talked about doing a low-level run this time, and I think I'm still going to do that. However, I've taken another look at these characters, and certainly the Hellion Espic, who needs to be renamed, I just realized. Let me go ahead and prepare to do something like that, assuming my Google Docs starts to respond with the name of my subscribers here. I was going to say... What? Yes, clearly this person needs to be in the front two rows, because you can only Wicked Hack there, you can only Barbaric Yop there. You can break through anywhere, but you got that stacking... Well, I guess it's a dodge. No, it is also a damage debuff, yeah. So it seems like a pretty poor idea. It does do a triple damage, which is pretty good, but that stacking debuff is particularly poor. Then we've got the Adrenaline Rush as is. I'm not going to unlock any other abilities. I guess we've got the Iron Swan if we're literally in the front, which is pretty good. Why would we Iron Swan when we have Wicked Hack? Maybe when they level up, they're different? Because right now, they both look like they have an 80 accuracy base and a 5% crit mod, and they do 100% damage. Oh, Iron Swan hits the person in the rear. Oh! Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So as a front line, now the Hellion has been nerfed a little. Reading some of the patch notes, I don't know exactly when it happened, but used to have more powerful, higher hit points and a few other things. But as a literal frontline person, you can do a lot of stuff. But yes, so the Hellion, I gotta say, as long as she's in the front too, she's gonna do okay. The Bounty Hunter, I've realized, does great in the third row. Every single thing she has can be done from the third row. And in particular, the hook and slice can't necessarily be done in the front. And we do have a heal with the Occultist. Now, I don't like the level 1 weird reconstruction, but it ain't terrible. So I was talking about, sending in a healer with this group, but we do have a little bit of a heal, and I think because we don't have a level 3 Crusader, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna send in Not Red. Not Red may be able to become a level 3 character as a result of this, which means we'll all of a sudden have a level 3 resolve party, which is going to kick a lot of ass, and we're going to go in with this sort of configuration. I think that's pretty decent. Now, do we need to do anything? Well, these guys are level 0, so we can't really upgrade their gear or anything like that. Not Red, we could upgrade his armor before we go into this run. I'm not sure that that's going to be totally required. I'm hoping not for this level 1 run. I mean, maybe I'm going crazy. I don't want to lose Not Red. Anyone else, if we end up losing them, it's not really the end of the world. Anyway, let's go ahead and rename these guys now that I have my subscriber list up here. Cool. We're going to name them after some Twitch.tv subscribers. Thank you guys for your support of the channel, as always. All right. Espic. You're not Espic anymore. You are, hey! You are Hitman Zeus! Hitman Zeus. Definitely a name that's in, like, all the time. All the streams, all the time. Right under Hitman Zeus, we have Zara Ellis, maybe? Zara Ellis? There we go. We've got a Bounty Hunter, Zara Ellis, and then a Cultist. I gotta apologize, you guys are probably gonna die since you're level 0, but you know, that's the way it goes. And Islington Girl. Now, I know Islington as a street in Toronto, but I would not be surprised if it's like a town in England or something like that. I actually have no idea, though. There we go. Alright, I think that's going to work. So, level 1 Warren's medium dungeon. And I think that's it. I think that was like the only level 1 job kicking around, so I guess we're going to do it. Alright. We've got lots of money, so we can actually really pad ourselves quite well. So, for example, we can bring a couple of shovels to make sure. We'll bring the 12 food, which I like to do on a medium run. Since we don't have a Crusader... no, we do have a Crusader. I don't know if this Crusader's got much in the way of light generating attacks, but we don't have a Vestal. I'm going to bring some extra torches just to make sure we're nice and lit. The Warrens, if I recall correctly, we did want a fair number of bandages. And I think a couple of doses of medicinal herbs to defeat some of the events we can run into. So we're packing a lot of money into this just to try to increase the odds of success a little bit. I'm going to go with another bandage. I'm sure I remember there being a crap ton of bleeds in this. Alright, let's go. What could possibly go wrong? 5 minutes to get started, but I think it was an important discussion as to the strategy about building this particular group. Now, I really don't have a lot of experience with both bounty hunters and Hellions. We did have a bounty hunter once for a little while, and I don't know if we've played with the Hellion at all in this Let's Play, so
They breed
learning their
quickly
abilities.
down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
The light in my office just went out. Just as I entered the dungeon, which is kind of creepy. It's fine. We'll do a darkness run. It's not like it's a super creepy game or anything. Alright, so, complete 100% of the battle rooms. Wow, this is a really annoying layout. I will go ahead and start on the left branch, assuming that there's probably a battle room this way. If it turns out there's none at all, and we're just wasting a bunch of time, that would sort of suck. We do have enough resources, though. We should ultimately be okay. That contains loot.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, more of that. That contents, a little bit of gold. Alright, fine. Of course, there's going to be a trap in the first hallway, which we can never, ever scout. We did resist, I think, the damage, but we got stressed. Or no, we took the damage. We must have resisted a blight or a bleed or something. Alright, first room. Not a battle. And no scouting info. So, we'll just keep on keeping on. Pop a new torch, I think? No, not quite yet. Pile of bones. Pile of bones. I need to open up my list over here. Pile of bones. I can't imagine what we would use to clear that. So we are in the Warrens. Pile of bones. Holy water increases our chance of getting just straight up loot. Alright, well we got some extra holy water in the last pack, so there we go. Alright, a little bit of gold. 500 bucks for one holy water. I mean, I guess it paid for itself that way. We can go ahead and torch up again. More traps! Resist? No, you gotta bleed on. That's 6 points of damage. We're definitely gonna bandage that.
Sprung and thirsting for blood.
And, oh, entered a little bit more darkness as we're coming into the room, but it's not an actual fight. Well, we're gonna have to check the last one, because if it turns out to be a battle room and we don't clear it now, it's going to be pretty bad news. Ooh, let me investigate. I sense the work of spirits. So, that's annoying. Because he's got paranormia, so he's obsessed with the paranormal. So he checked that object without us being able to click on it and use a holy water whatsoever. But I don't think it affected him. Maybe, did he, like, resist a blight or something? Maybe that's what happened, I'm not sure. Sack's contents are yours. Oop. Oh, a fight. And we got surprised? Really? Just as light goes down? Well, I don't like being in the front. Hang on, you can mark targets with a vulnerability hex? You know, you won't be able to collect the bounty from the rear. That's actually really annoying. I did not realize that the occultist can mark targets. That is a great combo with the bounty hunter for bonus damage, except for this particular configuration. So we will just go ahead and do a sacrificial stab. And I was going to say, if we get really lucky with a crit, we'll actually kill one. Pretty good considering our base crit chance is not that high. Ah, well, we got a base 17% actually. You're munching on the person with the most hit points in the game, which just makes me really happy. We can't really do many attacks from back here, which is kind of annoying. I could... Oh, I can't move backwards as a Hellion. That's interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to adrenaline rush myself. Because I'm worried that we're going to still have the damage debuff when we go into the next fight. So I'm just going to do this. Because all I could do is swap with the Crusader, which I don't want to do. Alright, kill this thing. Or not. We can flashbang for a stun, but not actually deal damage. And he dodged. Come on, Occultist, go first, go first, go first, go first. Nice.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, we still have 2 points of damage. Is it worth using the anti-venom? I'm going to say yes, because we have the extra one. May as well heal a couple of hit points. Alright, you're supposed to be in the front. You're supposed to be here. You and you are supposed to swap. There we go. It's like the world's least efficient bubble sort to get everyone back in position. Can you... You can vulnerability hex from where you are. and you can collect bounty where you are. That's great! Again, I have, like, no experience with bounty hunters, and I haven't seen this actual occultist ability before. I mean, I'm sure I moused over it at some point, but I don't know if it really, like, clicked in here. Not bad. The pull to pull people out of position, although we do have the hook and slice. No. The come hither. There we go. So a bit of redundancy here. I think if we're going to continue with this sort of occultist plus bounty hunter combo in the future, we're not going to want both people to have a pull, so we can replace this with, like, I don't know, the tentacliness or something like that, but overall not bad. So you can't sacrificial stab from the back, though. Ah. So in the rear position, you're just going to provide healing and hexing. Yeah, that's okay. It would also be a good idea if we could get the debuff. I think we've got some items that can increase the debuff skill potency, and that would be particularly useful. So we're going to go in here with the damage and accuracy buff, which is great. We're going to torch up first, and then go in. Be a battle room. Don't make this whole trek down here useless. This whole trek down this branch was useless. Awesome. We're not actually going to have the damage buff. We might get a few ticks of stress just for kicks. Although on the bright side, the stress ticks that we'll get from just wandering around here are pretty small. I won't actually worry about torching up again. I think the fact, though, that we've actually cleared all the obstacles means we're going to lose very little light along the way. We did get a hunger tick, which is kind of annoying. Considering it's so early in the dungeon, I'm really happy I brought 12 with me. Then we go this way. Even then, if they're mean with the hunger ticks, we might actually end up going through all of our food unless we find a little bit more. Alright, pop into that room. And then finally we start working down a new path. Still no scouting ticks, which is kind of frustrating. I mean, I don't think we've got any actual Warren scouting abilities here. We get a fight. Okay, we got the drum stress guy. And some munchers. Dodged. Very nice. Oh, crit. Very not nice. Strike. First, let's go ahead and I'm going to use our last anti-venom on this, because why not? So we've got the stun and a shuffle. These guys have 75% stun resist. This guy in the back, only 25%. Can I stun you? I think I'm actually going to start with trying to stun this guy, since we can't really kill him in one shot, and I don't want him to build up a bunch of stress. No, he just dodged, so moved. His 0% dodge. Oh, that's a real shame. Now, do I do the weird reconstruction of this guy? Actually, he is down 10 and currently doesn't have any sort of bleeds or anything like that. So yes, I will attempt. You got a bleed, but you got the full 10 heal, so it worked out. Okay. I do like the weird reconstruction once it's leveled up. I'm still not a huge fan of it as is, but it's not quite the poop that I thought it was going to be for a while. Do I want to take the damage debuff to stun these guys? No, they're weak enough. I don't think that makes any sense. I think what we just do is start hacking away at them. 50-50 chance to kill them if we hit. Oh well. Win some, you lose some. I'm going to do a Zealous Accusation here. Assuming it hits, it will kill the guy in the front. Too bad the damage numbers weren't the other way around, but, you know. Drums of Doom! But we are starting to get a fair amount of stress here. Which is worse because everyone's got a lower resolve. Well, he's already gone. We'll just go for the slightly higher accuracy on that and miss. And we could do a Yop here, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do because we're not going to kill them this round. They're going to get to go first. We do get the damage debuff, but... Oh yeah, and I forgot, he's got a high stun resist. But we got the one in the back, which is nice. I'm not going to do another weird reconstruction. It's going to be fine, so I will use a vulnerability hex. It does eliminate some dodge. Neither one of them have any real dodge, so I'll mark the one in the back. Or I'll miss. You know, that's fine too.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Ah, nice with the stun here. We avoided a lot of stress there. Now, if you can end this with a big crit and de-stress yourself a bit, it'd been nice. Finish him. Whoa! There's a crit. Alright, I'll take it. It's not terrible. A little bit more bleed damage. Not really the end of the world. Ooh, flash fire gunpowder. Really nice. Alright, again, it is ranged only, but it's goddamn sexy. So I can't camp now, but we might camp in the next room. We'll see if there's a, if there's a fight or anything first. Wouldn't be the end of the world. We could take a fight and then camp afterwards. Ah, first shovel comes in handy.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
I think we're alright to continue. Let's do this. Alright, first fight. Oh, it is one of those double wide guys, which is a little inconvenient in this group. Also, okay, what's your speed? 4. What's your speed? 4. I would really like a speed boost on the Occultist, because I hate that this guy keeps going first. Now, you've got the high stun resist. We could potentially stun one of the guys in the back. You know, a shuffle would also be really, really useful. If we can stun and shuffle this dude to the front, I have no idea if that's how it works. Nice! Because now the splash damage stuff is remarkably good. Could have also used a pull. In fact, I could still try to pull this guy to the front. I think... Damn, that's not a bad idea. You can only hit the first 2. I was thinking about putting a mark on the Bloodletter, just to try to stack huge amounts of damage on there. I wonder what this guy in the back can do. If he's... Or I wonder what this guy can do in the back. Let's go and find out! I'm not convinced that was the strongest move, but I'm kind of curious. And I think when this guy's in the front, he can't do his bullshit AoE of Doom. Neither one of these... Well, it might be possible to one-shot him. Actually, unless I literally roll minimum damage, he will die from this attack. Let's do it. Of course. Of course. I don't think I'm going to yop. I think I'm going to use a breakthrough here. Yeah, we'll debuff ourselves, but it'll kill at least one person. Probably. It's pretty low damage, actually. Yeah, let's do it anyway. Wow, that is really pathetic damage, and then we debuff ourselves. Yeah, that might have been particularly poor. Only 1 bleed out of all that is not terrible. Alright, I'm going to vulnerability hex this guy. I mean, he doesn't have any dodge. I suppose I could focus on this dude. But no. Vulnerability hex, mark him. Nice. And you still have... I mean, it's only 50% stun. And you've got 45% because you've got the increased thing. So I'm not going to yop and then debuff myself anymore. I'm just going to apply some actual damage. So, the 2 of our dudes, most of our dudes will try to kill off the cutthroat, but our bounty hunter will go for the big guy. Ouch!
Death waits.
Which are bad, okay? We're definitely going to rest after this one. What are you down to? 4? So we're with Zealous Accusation. Perfect. And then we get to do our collect bounty on this guy in the back. 10 to 20, and the 10% chance to crit. Okay, I was going to say he's going to dodge after all that drama. And he's still marked. That's really helpful. And we get to go in.
The bigger the beast.
Alright, I'm digging it. I think this is fine. We got a decent amount of money. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and rest early. Okay, it's not a battle room, so we can actually avoid that one completely, which is really helpful. Yeah, we'll rest now, try to burn off a little stress. We might be able to get some buffs going as well. I'm not going to worry about that bleed at all. Oh, you've got an item as well. Bonus dodge, less accuracy.
Gather close in tenuous firelight.
We're going to save 4 food for later, so we'll just do it that way. So you can stress reduce someone for 10. You can boost someone's accuracy and crit. Wow. Plan takedown. Stuff only. If the monster size is 2, 25% bonus damage. Interesting, but situational. Wow. Reduce torchlight by 33, but all companions heal 10%. No, we need a kind of a focused heal. I think what we'll do is use a wound care over here, unless you've got some sort of self-buff for it. No. So we're going to wound care you. There are some nice buffs in there, though. Reduce my own stress. And gain an accuracy bonus for the rest of the dungeon. 10% more crit. 10% more accuracy and bonus damage against a big dude. Stress relief. I mean, I could drop... That's 25%. Oh, 25% stress resist, right? It doesn't eliminate future stress. Might be a good idea. I think we can probably make it through without having people snap within an affliction. So, I think what we do is just buff each other. It's probably a really good idea to buff... what's your name again? Not red. Because he is our highest level guy. He's got upgraded weapons, so giving him accuracy and crit seems like a pretty strong idea. We will then buff ourselves with bonus crit. And accuracy, which actually seems like a really good thing to stack. We'll miss less, and then when we hit, we'll crit more often. So we've got 3 left. Reduce stress by 25 and get 10% more accuracy. I think I might put some stress resist on Zerelius over here. I don't know. His stress isn't too bad. It would suck to like go on a stress party, but you know what? No. We're going to go ahead and burn off some of our stress and give ourselves even more accuracy. Like that, plus 20 accuracy. We won't miss, and we've got some bonus crit. All right. Hopefully we don't get ambushed in the night. We must be on guard. I'll take first watch.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
We still have that debuff from that last fight. We still have the bleed going on, which is kind of weird. Like, how does that not go away throughout the night? We know there's a fight coming up. No traps exposed, which it would have been nice if we had, but oh well. That's really the only thing I'm concerned about with the scouting, is I would like to reveal traps, please. All right, no big guy, and they're surprised, thank God, because these guys do ridiculous splash damage. I think what we do is we start off the Zealous Accusation, just try to use as much efficient damage dealing as possible in this first round. Of course, we still don't have the splash. We could pull someone forward, but no, we're just going to go for kill. A little bit short. That's too bad. Don't need to weird reconstruction. I don't know if we need to vulnerability hex. They actually have a decent amount of dodge, though, as opposed to a pull. You know what? I'm going to hex this one. Or maybe I won't do anything at all. Fair enough. I could yop. I could do whatever. I could maybe break through. Again, it would give me a bunch of damage debuff, though. I want to kill this one before they go. Oh, they're surprised, but for all I know, is they could go first in the next round. So it's going to be overkill and not as efficient as a breakthrough. But I don't want to debuff myself. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this guy off. Oh, of course he would crit against him. I mean, the stress reduction is nice. Ow. I don't think the other guy can blanket fire, though. I don't think they can blanket fire in the first 2.
Dazed,
holy crap.
reeling, about to break.
Alright, that's really freaking annoying. And of course, we don't have anyone marked. I'm going to focus fire on one of these gunners. Oh! Alright, that worked.
I've come to collect.
I'm in a weird reconstruction over here. Resisted the bleed, 5 hit points, really nice. Again, the average heal at level 1, the average heal of this, assuming that the bleed resist on these characters are accurate, right? The 40% bleed resist. Assuming that is accurate, then on average this will heal for 5, and then 60% of the time put a bleed for 3 damage, which brings our average heal to 2 hit points healed 60% of the time. Assuming all the numbers were presented are correct. It's not an impressive heal. Once it's leveled up a bit, because the bleed damage doesn't go up anymore, but the average heal goes up, and then it becomes a very, very sexy thing. I could potentially one-shot this guy. It's kind of 50-50. It might be better to Zealous Accusation, though. I haven't been tracking our initiative, so I don't know who's due to go or what.
Well,
Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, he's rocking a lot of... Well, it's only 5% extra crit.
destroyed.
That's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a double crit on the Zealous Accusation before. We got a Rack of Blades. The Rack of Blades, if we use a bandage, we are guaranteed loot. I do have 2 bandages left, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. More food, which might actually pay off in this dungeon, because we actually have a little bit left to go. We could get 2 hunger events. We are not in the right position, because you got knocked back. We want to do that. Please and thank you. Alright, let's pop the door. Actually, we know this room is empty. No need to prep, no need to make sure our light is capped or anything of the sort. We're going to start walking on the next step. There we go, there goes the light. Boop. Ah! Where's the trap?
Ambushed by foul invention.
What was that about using bandages? Alright, so that cures us from 6 effectively, or prevents 6 damage. Same thing. I probably shouldn't have used the bandages. Well, I mean, I say that now. The loot is also good. Alright, we have enough light that we're going to have the maximum surprise going into the next room. We don't know what's in there. Our composition is okay. Health is not completely capped out, but I can't complain too much. Let's do this. It is a fight. They are surprised. Oh, how nice is that? Alright, so we have Annoying Drummer Guy, and we have Vomit Swine. Both particularly poor. What I think I'm going to do is try to pull you forward too. You'll end up here, and then I pull there. You'll be back in the 3rd position. But if I start here... Yeah, we're going to start by pulling the drummer forward. Perfect. Then what I'm going to do, you have no dodge. You have some dodge. I'm actually going to start off by trying to hex the guy in the back. I could also try to pull him forward, but no. I'm going to try to hex this guy in the back. He doesn't have a ton of hit points, but getting rid of that dodge will make us a little bit more likely to kill him. There we go. Marked, and he's got no dodge left anymore. We could yop this guy, but I think the thing to do is just to start hammering through. If we get him low enough, then we can Zealous Accusation to finish him off. Only 50-50. I'm going to go for the straight-up smite. Assuming I don't miss, he's dead. Wow, these crits are just insane. Look, we're gonna end this dungeon with not much stress, potentially. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull the swine to the front. Oh, he dodged. Even with the -10? Come on. You know what? We've got a whole, like, row to walk through. I'm going to go ahead and just use the breakthrough at this point. Yeah, we're debuffed, but it should wear off before the next major fight. Now, the question is, do I want... Well, I can't hit the guy in the back, so yes, we'll just Zealous Accusation these guys. If we get lucky, that will happen. Oh, he's getting 1 vomit off, which he critted on, so we're going to get double stress.
Be left unanswered.
That's particularly bad. Collect bounty. Alright, that's somewhat less than ideal.
Trifling victory, but a victory
You do have the key.
nonetheless.
You have a lot of hit points. There you go. Guarantees no trap and a little bit of extra loot.
Beyond measure.
Not great,
Awarded to
but
the
I'll take it.
brave and the foolhardy alike.
Alright, we reveal the trap, which is really nice, and I'm hoping that debuff goes away. Not a ton of health. We may want to use a weird reconstruction, like first thing in the next fight. Maybe we should have used one at some point in this fight. I don't know. My cultist did a pretty decent job most of the way through. Oh. We are going to eat. My mouse was over the starve button. If I just, like, accidentally pushed down on my mouse button, it would have been particularly bad. Are we officially out of food? No, we did find some more food, which is good. Now, we shouldn't get another starvation event. Pile of bones. We still have some holy water. Use it. Alright, well, I'll take the extra portrait. Why not? And that's our trap. Who's got the highest trap resist? 20, 20, 30, 10. Not huge, but there we are. I don't know if the trap resist is the actual disarm chance, or if it's a separate roll, but at least if I fail to disarm it, I have the best resistance. I could eat a little bit of food to try to get the rest of our health up, but I think we'll wait until after this. If we kill this, and we still haven't finished, and someone is at death's door, we can use the food to cancel that out, so... Let's cross our fingers. We still have our buffs. We have no debuffs. Light was high enough going into the room. We're fine. Oh, this isn't too bad. I mean, Drummer is annoying for stress, but we're not at a stress threshold. Everyone got surprised, and these guys don't have very many hit points. I will use a weird reconstruction on... You're down the most. You resisted the bleed. Only healed 4. It worked out okay. I will go ahead and start... Well, you know, I should probably try to eliminate one of these. Of course I would roll minimum. Every goddamn time. Let's go ahead and try to yank this guy from the back. Lovely. You have 75% stun resist. I was thinking about a yop. A breakthrough might make sense here. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the breakthrough. Kill the guy in the front. Do decent damage on that guy. Very nice. Alright, bit of a munch.
Quickly
Oh!
the tide turns.
Damn, man! Resisted the blight, which is really good. Another heal? Or vulnerability hex? Oh, I drop a heal on this guy. He is bleeding, and he only healed 3, so it's actually gonna effectively do nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. It could be much worse. Alright, let's try to kill the drummer. Oh! Oh man, the crits on this run have been unbelievable. And let's just go for a hack. Nice. Oh, he's gonna get to go one more time. Dodge. Good, because a blight would have sucked sort of on the guy who's already bleeding. Alright, stress is still perfectly fine. In fact, not red will be ready for another run after this.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, decent loot. We have not yet finished. No scouting info, so there's no real indication as to where we should go. I guess we'll go right. I hope I didn't miss something. I don't think I did. No, it's clearly empty, so one of these 2 rooms is the one. There, both of them might have a monster.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We have tons of torches. Maybe I'm overkilling on torches here. A bunch of maggots. They are really squishy, which is good. Brave nibble. Ow, that is some serious damage, actually. We resisted some sort of debuff. Thank you very much. I think it's a disease. Ow. Okay, another resist. Are they all gonna go? They do have a speed of 5. Thank you for the dodge. They are all gonna go. Oh, thank you very much for resisting all the disease, though. That is really, really, really useful. I think we're just gonna go for some damage.
Be gone,
5 is all you needed. We are going to go ahead and weird reconstruction. Resisted the bleed, healed for 4. Can't complain about that. I'm going to go ahead and use the breakthrough. It's technically possible that we might kill one. But no. That's accusation, obviously. No, it did allow us to kill the other one as a bonus, because we only did 4, so we wouldn't have killed it. Crit for 20. Sure, why not? Alright. We could have maybe tried to go for a little bit more heals, but
success.
I don't know. The way those maggots were hitting, I don't know if I wanted to risk anything more. Okay, we got enough light for the next room, so let's go ahead and do it. And it is a fight. Okay, these fights can be bad, although I think we'll ultimately be okay. Do I start with a heal, or do I start with marking someone? Be nice to get rid of some of this guy's dodge. On the other hand, marking the guy in the front and then just letting the bounty hunter go to town would be really good. There's some splash damage, but you're not in the front, so... No, the bloodletter can hit you. There's a possibility he might hit us with some bleed, though, and then stack that up. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just mark this guy in the front. And let the bounty hunter go to town. We're just going to try to burn through him as quickly as possible. Can't. It's only 50% stun resist. Let's go. We're going to try to power down the guy in the front. It's going to be okay. Point blank shot, which I think is going to shoot me backwards. Oh, we resisted the move. Good. Okay, blanket fire. Alright. It was less of a dodge and more of, I think, of he rolled badly in his accuracy, but that's alright. Collect bounty. Double damage. 17 damage. 8 damage. We could potentially kill him with the Crusader now. So, we're going to go with the... Yeah, as long as we don't miss. Or maybe, you know, we'll crit and overkill. But
Perhaps
that's okay.
Point.
Thou art judged. Like Judy. Well, Judy does the judging. But you know what I mean. Alright. I think this is probably the last fight. We may as well try to do a heal. Resisted the bleed. 6 heal. And we'll start with some Zealous Accusations for more efficient damage. Okay, what I'll do... Heck yeah, I'll use the Yacht. Doesn't do much damage, but double stun. I don't know if they're going to get a turn, but, you know. You round... Oh, yeah, he would have attacked one more time. Well, maybe not. I probably could have killed him if I just attacked. And actually he gets to start the next round. Oh, I should have just gone for the kill instead of the stun. But, you know, I couldn't guarantee that I was going to do enough damage to kill the other guy.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
We can use herbs over here. I think it'll just give us food. Yeah, tons of food. I could check the other room. We might be able to unlock some treasure or something along the way. We've got enough bonus food that what I can do is pop up my characters a bit. Like that. Of course, there's a chance we'll get more stress, which means we're not going to be in a position to go on another run right away. There's really not that much to gain. The room itself will be empty. The only question is, are we going to, hit some sort of object along the way that is not going to be really stupid annoying and will give us something. No, we're just going to wrap it up, I think. Good run, though. Very good run.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
I'm hoping everyone levels up to level 1, all the zeros, and that that not red goes up to level 3, because we could use a level 3 Crusader. We still have a couple level 2s, so we've got a lot of options there. Not a ton of haul over here. Lots of money, though, especially with the quest. And we do have the Wounding Helmet as a quest reward. Bonus to stun and bleeds on the Bounty Hunter. Maybe. Ooh, everyone got a quirk. Come on, positive quirks. Alright, Hatred of Beasts, really good. Really good. Weak Grip is not horrible, but is obviously not great. God-Fearing is fine. Natural Eye, +5 range accuracy. That's really nice. Now, when we're in the last position, Islington Girl is really only ever going to be doing the weaken, the debuff. I don't remember what it's called. The thing that marks and reduces dodge. But the accuracy will help for that. So it doesn't help her dagger anything. I say her because it's Islington Girl. But anyway, everyone leveled up to 1 and leveled up to 3. Really nice. A couple of people were being treated.
My caused this great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
All right. So Baltimore is completely de-stressed now, which is good. And Essie is no longer has the scattering shot, which is really nice. Tons of money. A little low on some things. We have 1,000,000 crests. I don't know what we're going to want to do with that. Sanatorium. Take a quick look at you. Yeah, we can't upgrade any of your things. We should probably treat someone else for something. None of those are game-breaking. The dud hitter might be a bit of a pain. Especially, you are one of our top people. And actually, we only want to get rid of your Hylomania because it causes you to open stuff right away. I'm really tempted to get rid of this. Our health shouldn't be below 50%, though. It doesn't really come up that often, honestly. The range is a little bit annoying. Both of these range penalties are bad for the Zealous Accusation, but again, I don't know if that's a priority. I don't know how Dacnomania affects us. Less rest resist, God-fearing, egomania, self-worship. Weak grip on life is not great, but not huge. I think we will get rid of one Marine's fear of unholy. Because that is... The accuracy penalty sucks a lot. Yes, you spend a lot of time healing, and no, not everything is unholy. Well, let's take a quick look at these guys. That's fine. Alright, the weak grip on the Hellion is bad. Okay, let's make that the next priority. Then let's just keep doing a little bit of a scan. No, that's okay. Harriet, okay. Baltimore, that's fine. Okay, no, we'll get rid of the -3% crit on the Hellion since everything the Hellion does is melee. I think that probably makes some sense. Since you didn't die, we're going to go ahead and improve you a little bit. We have tons of money, which is good because we're going to be upgrading a lot of people. Oh, here's a good question. What kind of missions do we have? We do have a level 1 skirmish available. So I'm tempted to do another... Oh, we've got another level 1 over here as well. Okay, so they do mix them up. We're obviously not doing a level 3 run right now. Or, sorry, we're not doing a level 5 run right now. We could do a level 3 something. We could give it a try. Not Red, Brackenbrow, Essie. And we don't have a level 3 Vestal. The other thing we could do is, we could go in with a level 2 Vestal or a level 2 Occultist. Either way, we would end up with some amount of healing in our group, which is okay. It is a short run, so we don't necessarily need a ton of healing. Your first level 3. Or we can run a level 1, maybe even with, say, a Vestal. We could make sure Gorash is in this group, which I kind of like the idea of. Something like Gorash. We could throw down with the Bounty Hunter plus... Oh, Hitman Zeus is being treated. And then, I don't know, Dutch Derpy guy. Right, we could do something like this. It's a bit of a low damage party, though. You have... You don't have the Judgment ability or the Mace Bash. Might be a little too low damage. Which I guess is always the problem when you bring the Jester. Now, if I didn't want an Inspiring Tune, I could put the Jester here, because then we can toggle between, then I could still use my Battle Ballad, but then I could also use some Harvest from this position. Doesn't do huge damage, but isn't bad. From the back, we can still do the stun and the heal. You have no one to mark for you, though. I don't like the idea of using another, of bringing both my Highwaymen to level 3. I mean, ultimately, I guess we kind of sort of want to get there. You know, might be nicer is instead of the Jester, bring Harriet. So we can work our way up to a level 3 cultist. I can't reorder over here? I guess I have to do that in town. I like reordering the party so the same people are together. Now all of a sudden we got a bit more damage. Now we've also got a heal. We've got our level 2 weird reconstruction with Harriet here, which means we may not actually need to bring the Vestal. So for example, what we could do is replace you with a Jester. And then we've got a pretty good core group over here. A couple of strong frontline people, good source of damage and extra utility here, and our heal. And then the Jester in the back to keep providing some buffs. That might be the composition we want to do. I'm going to give it a little think, and we'll continue this next time. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Bye-bye.